Okay, this is our third banishing of negative energy, and I lit the candle, and I have some oil here that the black candle burns the negativity, and then the oil is to cleanse and recharge the new energy. And I have a bunch of requests tonight, so I'm going to try to go through them a little faster than I did before. First of all is A, who asked for G to remove negative thoughts and past hurt. And a lot of us have these negative thoughts and hurts from our past, and we can work through them and remove them. And sometimes I get an idea about the best way to do that, and I think the best way to do that is to eat good food and to exercise a lot, because if you're out moving around, it's harder to feel bad. You feel a lot better, and you can work through those things. So I don't know if this person exercises a lot or not, but that is the first thing I would say. And I know that doesn't sound like spiritual advice, but it's very practical advice, and everyone should try it if you're feeling down. The other thing is, you have to learn, and he has to learn, to let things go. And we can hold on to things, and it can stay in our bodies for a long time, as long as we want it to, as long as we keep it. But we can also let go of it. So we're going to ask for A's friend G to have his negative thoughts and past hurt released, and give him a chance to feel better. I have another A who has a fear of acceptance. Some of us have a fear of acceptance, or they call it a fear of success sometimes, and I'm not sure. There's different reasons that it can be for. There's different things that can cause it, but we're going to ask for the fear of acceptance to be taken away. And I think what comes after acceptance is that then you become part of things, and you start to act out and manifest your own energy in its own way. And I think maybe that's the problem, is that we're afraid to take responsibility sometimes and say, this is me and this is what I'm doing. But we don't have to be afraid of that. It's a very good feeling. I have someone, initial S, who wants to be rid of blaming others. And that's a very high-minded thing to ask for, because most of us do nothing except blame other people. And it doesn't mean you should blame yourself for everything either, but it does mean you should take responsibility for your actions. And when you do something good, take responsibility for that. When you do something bad, take responsibility for that. So it all evens out. If you're blaming others, I guess you're giving others credit for your good stuff too. But yeah, it just needs to be more directed to self and responsibility, and it's a good feeling to do that. I have H, who has limiting beliefs and old fears, and I'm combining that with C, who has consuming bad habits of negativity. And both people say that this is from programming, one says it's from soaking up negativity around them in the environment. The other person says it's from programming, being taught to expect bad things to happen, or just to be taught that you're not that good, you're not going to get what you want. You might as well settle for something that doesn't make you happy. And if you settle for something that doesn't make you happy, guess what? You're not happy. So yeah, that doesn't really work for anybody. So what we're going to ask for is for the negativity to be released, so that the people can think more clearly and maybe get into a better space where they enjoy themselves and what they're doing. I have D, who is suffering from self-doubt, and we're going to ask that the self-doubt be removed. That might tie in with the things I said earlier about acceptance and success. Maybe it's a little bit of a fear of success. self-doubt comes from many places. I don't know if we want to think about eliminating those things or if we want to think about putting in new things that will build our idea of who we are and what we can do. I would say the best thing to do is, again, get outside, exercise, take a class in something you're interested in, go talk to people, get outside and do things, be active. When you're working, you don't have time for self-doubt. You just have to, you keep moving and you do it and you do it. I have, oh, that was actually for L. That was for L. I'm sorry. And for D, it was bad habits. So we want to ask for bad habits to be removed for D. And we replace those bad habits with new good habits. There's only 24 hours in a day, and if we were doing bad things during most of that time, we can fill that time up doing other things. When you think about a bad habit as something to remove, that's a problem because we don't want to remove something and get rid of something. But if you think of it as a chance for a space for something new to happen, that's something maybe we want. I have another A who wants to have spells removed. He attempted to do some spells that would improve his memory, and he started having headaches and things, and it might be some result of the spell he did, but it could be a medical problem and you actually should see a doctor, but we're going to ask that the results of those spells be removed because they didn't work, and he wants to get back to normal and remove the spells. For I have he wants to have anger and negative thoughts removed, and again, a lot of the advice I would give is the same: is to get some exercise and eat, and do some things that make you happy, and talk to some friends. If you're having a lot of negative thoughts, fill up that time with positive things and learn something new, get a new skill, or take some time to treat yourself to something because it's worth it. So I'm going to ask again everybody who had their message read today to put a little bit of energy towards everybody else, and that helps the whole thing work. And that's it for today. Thank you.